One time when I was like in 5th grade, my dad took me and a good friend of mine up to the family hunting cabin because he had to get some stuff ready for hunting season. And I was just excited to go up to the family hunting cabin with a friend because I was like, ooh, I gotta like show off about how good I am with the outdoors and stuff, which I'm sure I was obnoxious the whole weekend because I was probably like, this is how you start a fire. This is how you know what a tree looks like. This is how you know like what deer poop looks like. Like obnoxious probably the whole weekend, but she was a great sport about it. Anyway, at one point I would like announce to my dad, like, we're going to the creek and we're gonna go fishing. And my dad was like, okay, go for that. It was fall, okay? It was a terrible time to go fishing, as well as, like, we aren't a fishing family, so it was just me and my friend. We did a bunch of, like, homemade, like, fishing rods that we created, and we're like, this will be great. We didn't have bait. We had nothing. So we go down to the creek, and it's terrible fishing conditions. The creek isn't even, like, deep enough to have fish in it, really. But at one point, I was like, we need to cross the creek to the other side because that's where the good fishing is. So we find this log that's across the creek to go to across it, and my friend gets across. Great. I get about halfway across. I slip. I fall. I just eat it right into the water, lose my fishing pole, flail around. It's freezing cold. I'm just shocked. I climb out of the creek, like, into, like, these bushy, brambly stuff. I'm getting all scratched up and bloody, and I, like, get up, and my friend's laughing, which, granted, it probably looked hilarious. I would have laughed, too. And I look at her, and I'm like, bro, we need to go back. And she's like, I agree with you. It is way too cold. There's no fish, and you are turning weird colors. And I said, what are you talking about? Well, my dad had made sure we were wearing fluorescent orange before we went into the woods because, you know, it was fall, and he was very big about safety in the woods. And apparently this was brand new and never been washed because it is leaking fluorescent orange all over me. As well as apparently what I had crawled into was like a poison ivy thing. So I am bleeding. I am turning fluorescent orange, and patchy red pussy blah, blah, is breaking out everywhere. And this is when I get so discombobulated and I'm trying to help my friend get back to the cabin, which is like a 10-minute walk away. I just get so lost. And then we're screaming for my dad, and there's panic, and there's this and there's that. And like, I remember being like, we need to find where north is. Just like making stuff up, trying to get back to the cabin. And it is pure luck. We get back to the cabin. I remember I like burst through the door, and I was like, Dad, oh, we didn't think we'd make it back before night fell. I'm so glad we're here. I was so concerning. Why? How worried were you while we were gone? And my dad was like, you've been barely gone for 40 minutes. Why? And he turns around, and he looks at me, and he's like, what happened to your whole body? And I was like, after I had explained what had happened, my dad was like, that is hilarious. And literally would tell that story to everybody. Everybody. Like, I one time went into his office and they're like, are you his rashy daughter? And I was like, yeah, that's me. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye.